Please welcome Guidewire's Chief Marketing Officer, Brian Desmond.
Good morning. Good morning, Connections. Everyone awake? You sure? All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring some energy into the room to start day 2. You know what we're going to do? Bring the house lights up. Yeah, everyone's going to stand. Yeah, help me out. If you can stand, please stand. So, in a Connections First, we said, let's get an Irish guy to teach everyone how to line dance in 10 minutes. And then Mike said, I don't think so. I don't think so. But we're going to do something else. What's this conference about? I love it. So we're going to say it together. And we're going to practice a couple of times, then say it together in a crescendo to wake Nashville up. This side of the room, you're going to say, power. It's there to help you out. This side of the room, you get one syllable. Don't know why. You get of. You good? This side of the room, community. That's what, 4 syllables? Okay. This side of the room, power. I love it. This side of the room, this side of the room? All right, we can do better. Second time. Love it. Pretty good. You can do better. You gotta wait for that. I know you got 4 syllables, but it's pretty good. Is this the 3rd time? I forget. All right, one more time. Awesome. I love it. You can sit down now. Power of community. Power of community. What a fantastic way to start day 2. All right. Tonight, we got the best party ever at Connections happening right here in Music City at the Wild Horse Saloon in downtown Nashville. It's going to be amazing. We have costumes, clearly. I got an early start. Actually slept in this. But there's going to be prizes for the best people and the best teams with amazing outfits. So bring your cowboy or cowgirl look. If you have neon, bring neon. It's all happening tonight. So the buses start leaving at 7 p.m. from Delta Lobby A, which is right out this way, adjacent to this ballroom. Please remember to bring your ID and your Connections badge. We'll be serving the amazing Raspberry Risk cocktail, alcoholic and non-alcoholic versions all night long. It's going to be amazing. You know what else was amazing? Yesterday was amazing. What about Jane Purcell from CNA? Come on, you can do better than that. Jane Purcell from CNA. Let's go. She was amazing. Evolution, not modernization. Evolution, not modernization. How about Reese Witherspoon? Find out where you're going, walk with purpose to that. And some amazing mental health advice. Just suck it up. I love it. I'm going to use that to motivate my team. It's fantastic. And some amazing, some amazing breakout sessions, more than 100 of them over these 2 days of Connections. Now today, on the main stage, we're going to just keep going with fantastic storytelling. Tatiana from Definity, David Guarda from State Farm, Andrew Rose from OnStar Insurance. Fantastic stories right here. Later on this morning, we're going to have another fantastic guest speaker, Scott Hamilton. Trust me, you do not want to miss this one. Something else that happened yesterday was the amazing Guidewire keynote. Together, this community raised a new bar for P&C core platforms, with amazing new core services from Guidewire, our fantastic marketplace, with Jutro, and a point of view and a strategy about Gen AI. That sets the stage for now chapter 2 of the amazing Guidewire keynote story here today. 2 aspects to this. 1, our vision for Gen AI, told fantastically well by Laura Drabik, our chief evangelist. And also, you started this yesterday, the 24-hour community adventure demo designed and built, hopefully, overnight. Here to tell us that story is Aubrey Kipp, the amazing Aubrey Kipp from Guidewire.
All right, thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. Are we still alive? Our team is somewhere between alive and somewhere else, but we made it. Listen, we had an audacious goal to do something we've never done at Guidewire before, and I'm excited to tell you the adventure that this community has been part to help us build. Quick recap. Yesterday, you voted, and you voted on a selection, a brand, a line of business, a policy or a buyer's interaction. And then we also built out an integration we'll talk about more using the Built by Guidewire program. And I tell you, it's exciting to see the core being put to work, and it's exciting to have you all as part of this journey. I want to just give a hand clap to our developers and solution development team. Yep, John Farley, Jose Mendez, JC, and our team lead, Dimitri, that are here with us today. We were in a situation room last night, literally, that they built for us upstairs. It was amazing, and it was just powerful to watch the team break through situation after situation. It was like a go live that I've been with many of you. I've bumped in the hall where we've go live and you're working through the night. It was exciting, though, to see it done with these core services. Diego mentioned yesterday these core services working through platform, application, content. And these are working really to make your implementation go faster, reduce the time. We understand how important that is, that implementations go fast. We leverage these core services and the tooling that they enable to really do something special. We're excited to share it with you. So I want to consolidate this all down into one word if you don't remember anything. It's faster. We want to go live faster. We want to build new products faster. We want to go to market faster. We want new integrations faster. We want to innovate. Can somebody in this beautiful community just shout faster? So, to show you how we've done something we've never done before, faster than we've ever done before, I want you to help me invite to the stage our chief digital architect, designer, Julie Sturmer. She comes forward. We promoted overnight. Let's give her a warm round of applause. Come on, Julie. Woo! Wait.
First of all, I have to thank you for the promotion. I hope Diego's taking notes out there somewhere.
Julie, where's the coffee at?
So I cannot believe that Brian missed the opportunity to get another sponsorship because we certainly drank enough Red Bull last night to get one.
All right, right on. Listen, Julie, let's dive right into it. What is the first thing we had to do? Let's invite the community in. What's the first thing we had to do to get this app built?
Obviously, the first thing we did was go to Guidewire Marketplace to download the Go product line of business that you selected yesterday, which of course was US Personal Auto. And as you can see on JC's screen here, we immediately loaded it into Advanced Product Designer, just as many of you have done with many, many lines of business. So then we could not only sync it to Policy Center and have that line of business in there, we also automatically created the REST APIs that we would need for both our digital and for our integration use cases.
This is really important for the community, especially for old timers here. This used to take us 6 to 8 weeks to get a line of business deployed. Julie, the team took how long?
2 minutes?
Yep.
Maybe less. 2 minutes, yeah.
Awesome. Now, the community chose the Haven brand. Talk to us about how we were able to bring that brand together.
So as the volunteered product manager for this, the first thing, of course, I'm going to tell you is that every great digital experience starts with a great UX design. So as we're seeing here on the computer, we started with the Haven designs in Figma, which immediately gave them exactly the information they needed to create these digital experience. And Dimitri, I think it made your development even easier, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So it makes our life as developer much easier because we can concentrate on the technical details, technical logic, leaving the rest to the professionals, UX designers, business owners, which makes also, by the way, the potential rework much less. And by the way, I can also confess, as part of the Innovation Labs, we have an access to all the innovative solutions and working with innovative solutions here at Guidewire, including the Utro editor. And Utro editor allowed us to copy Figma designs directly into the editor.
Loving the love for Utro editor.
Awesome, awesome. Now, disclaimer right now before we get ready to get into software, and I want you to talk about Jutro. Listen, the polished presentations, that was yesterday.
Yeah, that's not happening today.
This is live. We didn't do no big rehearsal, so you're gonna see live software. We wanted it that way. Now, Julie, let's highlight. Yesterday with Diego, you actually built one live Jutro web application on the screen. But for this overnight, the team built 5.
That's true. Let's switch to Utro web apps, which we saw yesterday. So the team was actually able to create 5 separate web experiences. One is a standalone that represented the insurer's website, and then 4 micro front ends, all of them starting from application templates, which is what gave us that jump start. Because we already had that content out of the box, we really just had to focus on building the mock insurer website.
Awesome. I mean, so this is really powerful, Julie. We defined these micro front ends once, but we can reuse them anywhere, everywhere.
Absolutely. We could take these same micro front ends, embed them in a legacy portal, or even in Producer Engage, as we saw yesterday.
All right, good. All right, so family, that's the backdrop. Let's just dive right into the software. Julie, take us through.
Great. So production teams, switch to the other computer.
Yep.
Like I said, we didn't even have a chance to rehearse with them. And we'll see the quote flow.
Awesome.
And that's computer 2. Thanks. Okay, so there's the actual running software. So this is that standalone application we just talked about. Now, you saw in the designs, if you've ever worked with a product manager, they always want a little bit more. And one of the things that I asked for was a recommendation engine so I could do some upsell. So what you're seeing in the lower corner there is from our partner Zelrose, their recommendation engine, using AI to help understand what the customer has purchased and make recommendations.
This is really awesome. This was actually built by Zelrose, and shout out to that team that came into our situation room. This is an example, Julie, of us being able to quickly and easily integrate with third-party InsurTech marketplace providers really fast.
And it's the power of our whole ecosystem as well.
Awesome. All right, let's step through the quote.
Okay, so you can see they're recommending because she has the policyholder has a homeowner's policy. Let's get a quote. Now, when they click that button, that's one of our micro front ends. So it's immediately jumped into the micro front end, similar to what we saw yesterday on the screen. And we can click through.
Awesome. Another integration here, Julie, that was done in the last 24?
Yes, I didn't even ask for this one, but the team decided to build an integration out to a VIN lookup. So you saw, again, when they pasted that in there, it immediately filled in all of the vehicle information through them.
I was watching Dimitri build this. It is just insane. I mean, it's really, it was amazing how he was able to build this so fast. Let's talk about our APD here that we talked about in the beginning. This is bringing coverages over.
Yes, so we talked about Advanced Product Designer driving the design. Here you can see everything here came from Advanced Product Designer. And when the insurance product managers decide they want to make changes, that flows through to the UI as well, including all the rules which drive things like the suggestions that you see on the page, as well as dependency between coverages.
Right, awesome. All right, so we're getting ready into the good stuff with the payments.
Let's keep going.
Right.
So my second ask as a product manager was that I needed a simple and, more importantly, an online purchasing option for my customers. And I challenged the team, and they came back with a built by Guidewire integration to OneInk.
Awesome. Julie, also, we're calling out to Billing Center here. Right, we're getting all payment plans here from Billing Center. This came with the template. We didn't have to do any additional work. That was amazing.
Right, that dropdown had the whole list of payment options and payment plans that came directly from Billing Center. Now, we're seeing the UI part of this, but this integration goes very broad. All of you who've done credit card integrations know how difficult it is to get PCI compliance, to get it exactly right. This impacts charging your customers. And so the value of Built by Guidewire is that we've taken all that complexity, encapsulated it for you, and just made it available, not just the first time, but through the maintenance lifecycle as well.
Awesome. Shout out to the Built by Guidewire program and team.
Here's my favorite part.
Yep. Are we ready? Woohoo! It worked. Somebody say it worked. Wow, awesome.
And Dimitri loves the confetti, so we had to have some confetti in there too. So let's go back to the landing page and we'll see that policy again.
Awesome, now
And
we got two policies here. Awesome, and then I see the recommendation refreshing down at the bottom. That's probably going to give us an updated recommendation.
Yeah, so the Zelros engine, now that we've bought the auto policy, will give us a new recommendation for that.
Wow, this is incredible. This is really, really incredible.
Oh, we need to talk about data.
We sure do need to talk about data, right? So one of the things I want to highlight, when Diego was here yesterday, he had Gall provision the new environments, self-service. This is really powerful capability that's going to allow and enable speed. But we wanted data to be a part of the family, not an afterthought. So when he did that provisioning, data got provisioned automatically. If we can switch to JC, we just quickly want to show you that data sets got automatically provisioned, and now they're being surfaced so we can send them to Explore. Also, this new line of business, custom configuration, is automatically being provisioned into Data Studio, and now we can start surfacing that. We got a sandbox with a bunch of different products. This new product is now available for us to see data and insight into what we've started to build.
Exactly, that's the power of the platform. Because we started the line of business in APD, we automatically get these data sets created for us in Explorer. And as much as I would like to take credit for what the team did, this was free. We didn't do anything to get this.
This is really awesome. It's just free. This just came with our provisioning once we launched and stood up the environment. So now, from day one, you have a system of record turned into a system of insight, right? I think this was awesome, right? Awesome.
The team is amazing.
So listen, we were gonna dance on if we were gonna show legit, true story. In the Situation Room, they had a fridge packed with Red Bull, right? And we didn't get the chance to burn through all of them, but we burned through a little bit of them. So Julie, I think we got a little bit of inspiration, right? Something cool actually happened.
So again, if you've ever worked with a product manager, you know we're 50% cheerleader and 50% taskmaster. We finished a little early, and the devs were going to run out to one of those cool partner parties last night, and I was like, no. We got some extra time. Let's build one more thing. Because we have an amazing out-of-the-box F&OL template, actually built by the claims team on top of Jutro Digital Platform.
Yes.
It's like, let's just take the out-of-the-box template, we'll brand it, and then we can show it quickly on stage, just to get a little more credit.
So let me translate that. You guys voted for policy and quote and buy, but because of the ease of the platform and the services and templates available, we also built claims last night. Can we just show it real quick? I think.
Let's get Dimitri to come up and show it. You guys are tired of hearing
this is really awesome, right? So.
you, Aubrey.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Come
the
on, come on in the
stage.
middle.
Yeah, great. Front and center.
So, Dimitri, tell us how you were able to build claims fast.
First of all, thank you for choosing personal auto. It's very common for that.
Dimitri is actually annoyed because in demos, everybody says, why do you show personal auto? It's so simple. And then you all chose personal auto.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It was not my choice. I would vote for pets. But anyway, because you have chosen personal auto, we can leverage the power of our content library. And with Innsbruck, you are getting several templates, which were mentioned yesterday during the keynote. One of those templates is the personal auto quote, and another is first notice of loss for the personal auto as well. So what we have done, we just created the new application on the Utro Digital platform, leveraging this template, and that's what you can see here on the screen. Easy. Just a little bit branded for the Haven brand. But that's it.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, Dimitri, for the community, this works on mobile as well?
Absolutely. And again, we have not done anything. This template is coming with responsive design, which you can use on any device. And you can also use it as part of the different application embedded in your website, embedded in the Enterprise Engage. And one more thing, again, in our second thing. So if we go to the claims we just created, first of all, we are also leveraging some other cloud services we have on the Guidewire Cloud platform. One of those mentioned yesterday, workflow service. So we can start STP. Depending on the rules business users are creating, it could be full STP until the closure of the claim, or we can just create a service request and assign this to the particular vendor. That's what we have done here. Plus, another our community partner, Smart Communications. So using Smart Communications, it was absolutely easy to embed it here, and reacting on the first notice of loss, we are creating the acknowledgement letter. And this acknowledgement letter was also branded by the Haven brand. If they can open it.
This is
So shortcut, we did everything you asked for, and they did some more too. I went to bed.
And what I wanted to mention, so you have seen several integrations we have created. We have done with Elvors, we have done the One Ink, we have done with Smart Communication. And because most of them were built by our Build by Guidewire program, it gives us the possibility not only to do it fast, we can do it faster. We can not only easy to integrate, but we can easy innovate.
very good. Dimitri, tell the community where they can find you.
Good point. So what we have shown you is actually not everything we have created last night. So we have a ton of other things. Right. So we are going to be together with the team at our digital booth. So if you have any questions, if you want to have a deep dive, please come and visit us.
All right, beautiful. Thank you so much. Can we give another round of applause to this great development team? Thank you, Dimitri.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Awesome. I hope you get the power of Guidewire community, connecting to external providers, leveraging these core services so that we can do development faster than we've ever done before. We want to innovate faster than we've ever innovated before. This was a blast. Thank you for having us this morning. And it's going to be my privilege now to actually bring Laura Drabik, and she's going to take us a little bit further on this power as we talk about generative AI. Greetings, everyone. Laura, how are you?
I'm doing great, but you had me on pins and needles last night about whether you could pull this off, but clearly you could.
All right.
But where are all the caffeinated beverages? I couldn't even get a Diet Coke or a Red Bull anywhere in the hotel.
Listen, I will neither affirm nor deny their location.
They're in there, in the belly.
All
Thanks,
right,
Aubrey.
thank you, Laura.
Hello, Nashville. Welcome to our session on harnessing the power of generative AI. You know, I think it's only befitting that our creative team actually used generative AI to generate photos of me for the title slide. So they actually started off with the prompt of Picasso Laura, and yeah, clearly that wasn't gonna work. So they then tried empowered Barbie Laura, but the Gen AI came back with basement Barbie Laura instead. So the creative team, notice I'm saying creative team a lot here to give them credit for their work. They finally settled on Nashville, Laura, where the generative AI made me look like an older female version of Willie Nelson. Thank you, creative team. Love you. Okay, so Mike said in his keynote yesterday that generative AI, it's transformative for insurance. And with relevant application of it and of artificial intelligence, generative AI could add up to 1.1 trillion, that's with a T, dollars to the total value of the P&C industry worldwide. But where does that value lie in the insurance life cycle, and what are the most useful and productive use cases for our carriers? From our investigations with analysts and with you, our customers, we hear that generative AI can add value in 3 key areas. Analyzing claims data to provide product insight into new revenue opportunities or to proactively prevent losses. Generating code to automatically create new lines or just tweak existing ones. And synthesizing and simplifying data. So agents, underwriters, and adjusters, they're all provided with a big picture view of their risk on demand. Now, regardless of where the business opportunity lies, we believe generative AI is not about replacing people. Unlike the comments that were posted to my LinkedIn post on generative AI, these are actually the comments. By the way, the fan favorite comment was that lawyers go first. It is about augmenting existing workflows so employees can do the job they were hired to do better, quicker, and more accurately. Guidewire allows you to quickly get business value from generative AI by combining platform capabilities like you heard about yesterday, like Advanced Product Designer and Workflow Designer with brand new features. Now, the 3 themes we're going to focus our generative AI product vision on are process intelligently, configure faster, and accelerate insight. Okay, so now I'm going to loosen up a bit here. I'm going to demonstrate a few of our generative AI future features integrated into Guidewire. Allow me to introduce you to Future State Insurance Company, a standard lines carrier looking to grow their commercial lines revenue to offset the decline in personal lines auto. The demo you are about to see, it's the theme of today and yesterday. It's live, completely live, and to prove that it's not smoke and mirrors, let's pan to our demo team who are driving it while wearing their Barbie-inspired Future State t-shirts that I personally designed for them. You're welcome. A brief caveat before we begin. What you're going to see is a combination of existing platform capabilities and those visionary Gen AI future features that are going to have different release schedules. Let's begin. Streaming live is the first of our 3 demo episodes. Identify new revenue opportunities, which begins with our BOP, Business Owner Policy, product owner, Bonnie. She's leveraging a near real-time data stream in Data Studio to understand what's happening in the carrier's business. Now, Bonnie doesn't have to wait for a report to be created by IT. She can query the data now herself. Bonnie types in the business question, prepare list of declined claims by account for the year. Bonnie's looking for product opportunities by finding product holes. Data Studio converts that question to SQL and returns a list of accounts. Aviator Pizza rises to the top of the list. This is data. This is not insight. So Bonnie publishes the data set that we just created in Data Studio to Explore. Let's transition now to Explore. Bonnie leverages the Gen AI chat feature and types in the request, display top loss causes. Explore displays the loss causes, and she discovers, lo and behold, cyber. is actually causing the highest number of losses. Now, Future State doesn't currently offer cyber liability, but it could. And Bonnie sees this as a new commercial lines opportunity when it's added as a coverage to the BOP line. So she kickstarts the addition of this new cyber liability coverage using our product generator. Our product generator, it leverages generative AI to create product mappings from policy documents. That is a super useful tool for requirements gathering. Bonnie uploads a standard cyber liability document into the product generator. The generative AI, it kicks into action, and it's extracting all that coverage data. The cyber liability coverage is added to the visual representation of BOP. Notice cyber's at the top, and then expanded on the right-hand side of the screen. The human auditor, Bonnie, confirms the coverage is added correctly, and then finishes off adding the coverage details in our advanced product designer. Behind the scenes, she also adds rating details using cloud rating. Cyber liability, it's now available for sale on the BOP line. And that ends episode number 1, where we demonstrated real-time data insight and, of course, automatic product generation. Episode number 2, it's just like Netflix. Like how I watch Netflix. I stream them one after the other. Agent as advisor. What we hear from you, our customers, is that captive agents, they stick to selling coverages that they're comfortable with. And one of our standard lines carriers told us that 80% of their commercial lines business is only sold through 20% of their captive agents due to lack of agent comfort with the line. Let's change that. Let's support the agent through an internal assistant approach. The captive agent, Archie, he's using our new Jutro agent experience. I think it looks amazing, but clearly I am biased. He uses his assistant to look for quoting opportunities for the new cyber liability coverage that we just added in episode 1. The internal assistant was trained on, this is cool, so you're gonna have to listen, data sourced from our own science model 6 and also policy forms. It identifies Aviator Pizza as one of the top accounts to target, so he navigates to the account. Because Archie is new to selling cyber liability coverage, he's gonna ask a couple of newbie questions like, what's the benefits of cyber liability? He can use this response to sell the benefits of cyber to Aviator Pizza. And then he's gonna ask another one, what's excluded? To provide even more support for Archie, our assistant invokes logic in Policy Center, creating a draft change endorsement, adding the cyber coverage. To highlight the conductor of this process, we're gonna transition into Policy Center. We're gonna access the draft change endorsement that the assistant triggered. Note the change in the cost. Now let's go and issue this change endorsement. Cyber coverage is now added to Aviator Pizza's BOP policy. That ends episode number 2, where we demonstrated an internal advisor and, oh yeah, automatic creation of change endorsements. Episode number 3 and our season finale, deliver expert claims service. Gen AI, it's the great skill leveler. When it's integrated into a modern insurance platform, it raises workers to the top tiers of their performance. In this scenario, our claims adjuster, Claire, is new to adjudicating cyber liability. I mean, let's cut her some slack, right? We just added it in scenario number 1 like 5 minutes ago. Before Claire even sees a cyber claim, the Future State Claims BA leveraged our workflow designer to create a workflow to automate portions of the cyber liability claim. Automating an entire cyber claim is not realistic. We focus on automating manual, redundant activities like initial exposures, reserves, and activities, so Claire can focus on more complex activities that require human intelligence and empathy. From her desktop in Claims Center, Claire sees a manual review activity for Aviator Pizza. She clicks on the activity and immediately comes up to speed on the claim by reviewing the AI-generated description, which highlights all key events that occurred on this file. Empowered with this knowledge, Claire jumps into the claim summary for Aviator Pizza, and she sees from the summary that the reserve is currently set at $10K. Now remember, Claire is new to adjudicating cyber, so she's going to use her internal assistant to help her understand what her next action is. We're then going to return a list of similar claims, and she's going to navigate to the Pizza Not claim. After a quick review of Pizza Not's timeline, she sees that the adjuster has increased the reserve to $20K, up from the initial $10K. Claire now knows what her next action is on Aviator Pizza, so she navigates back to the file and confirms her decision to increase the reserve using the internal assistant. Claire then navigates to the reserve screen and manually increases the reserve to $20,000. The history of all significant events that occur on this file, they're captured on this timeline. That ends episode number 3, where we demonstrated, AI-generated claim summary, a visual timeline, and of course, a visual assistant. Whew. Oh man, I'm tired. That was a lot. I could use one of those caffeinated beverages. Thanks, Aubrey. So the future features that we demonstrated, you're going to see them highlighted on the slide behind me. In all 3 episodes, dashes of generative AI were integrated into Guidewire, augmenting workflow so that employees can do their jobs better, quicker, and more accurately. Generative AI, it's set to revolutionize our industry over the next decade. With the right preparation and, of course, platform, Guidewire is going to help you harness its power. Now, before you leave, lastly, my demo team and I would like to thank you for attending our session. We leave you with our last AI-generated slide. Make sure you stand by your little Barbie. Please remember to visit our Gen AI booth at the product launch. Thank you.